They say love is unpredictable, but if you ask Yang Mei, she'd tell you that falling in love with Yulong was more like slipping on a banana, peel sudden, hilarious, and kind of magical. Their story didn't start with fireworks or slow-motion movie moments. It started with a cup of spilled coffee. Mei, ever the graceful actress, managed to trip over absolutely nothing and sent her latte flying straight into Yulong's designer shirt. His reaction? A slow blink, a calm, "I needed a new shirt anyway," and a crooked smile that could melt the polar ice caps. From that moment on, she says she was doomed. Now, why does she love him so much? Let's count the ways, but be warned. This isn't your typical love story filled with sonnets and dramatic gazes under cherry blossoms. First off, Yulong is funny. Not just haha funny, but the kind of funny that sneaks up on you. He once convinced the entire drama crew that he could speak fluent Italian just to get out of a press conference. When someone asked him to say something, he said linguine, mozzarella, Ferrari, with the confidence of a native speaker. Mei laughed so hard she cried. But he's not just a goofball. He's thoughtful in that weird, unpredictable way. He once bought her 17 different brands of tissue when she had a cold, just so she could test which one was softest on her royal nose. He also labels their leftovers in the fridge with dramatic warnings like, "Touch this dumpling and face my eternal wrath." And oh, the little things. He knows she snores like a baby walrus when she's had too much green tea. But instead of teasing her, he records it and turns it into a ringtone. Now every time his phone rings, it sounds like love. Very loud, very nasal love. Yulong also has this habit of staring at Mei, like she's the last dumpling on the table, treasured, delicate, and absolutely not for sharing. It doesn't matter if she's in full makeup or walking around in panda pajamas. He looks at her like she's his whole world wrapped in bubble wrap. He once told her, "If I had to choose between you and my gaming console, I'd still pick you, but I'd cry while doing it." Romantic, right? What makes her love him even more is that he never tries to be perfect. He burns toast, mixes up his lines on set, and once wore mismatched shoes to an awards show. But through it all, he's honest, loyal, and unapologetically himself. When asked in an interview why she loves him, Mei simply said, "He's my chaos, but he's my favorite kind." And that's really the heart of it. Yulong doesn't try to be her fairy tale prince. He's the one who walks into the story halfway through, holding snacks, cracking jokes, and somehow makes the ending a million times better. In a world full of filtered love stories and scripted perfection, theirs is messy, loud, ridiculous, and real. And that's exactly why Yang Mei loves Yulong so much.